sorry that I can't keep it together. Maybe it's the trauma, or maybe it's the drugs. I can't seem to control my fucking temper. But the problem lies in not being enough. I lost my sense of humor in the battle for my mind. Now I'll slip away with one last puff this time. Substance suicide, assisted by my fickle friend. I'll finally lose my mind. Substance suicide, only time with no regrets is letting myself die. Forgive me for the outburst with your neighbors. My actions don't reflect what's in my soul. I never found the right way to relate or take in and display a better role. The chemicals that shape me are buried deep this time. My family's already given up, it's fine. Substance suicide, assisted by my fickle friend. I'll finally lose my mind. Substance suicide, the only time with no regrets, letting myself die. Substance suicide, assisted by my fickle friend. I'll finally lose my life. The substance suicide, the only time with no regrets is letting myself die. Is letting myself die.
There are many simple things in the world. Shovels. They are all different. Gardening shovel. Unloading shovel. Children's shovel. But there is also a different shovel. We use it when we come to the position. In short time, it helps us dig a trench which saves us from bullets. If a tank will pass over the trench, there is a high probability that it will not cause any harm to the soldier. We dig in the ground, deeper, and then connect the trenches with our friends to the left. In just a few hours, trenches are all connected. When we do not have an axe, we can use a shovel to cut a loaf of bread. A soldier uses a shovel as a paddle, crossing the wide river under enemy fire. If we run out of ammunition, we will use a shovel again, and then we'll move on. And when we get the order to stop, we'll take a shovel again and build around us an impregnable fortress. This fortress is defended by the army of Ukraine, our army.
Broadcasting live from the the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
You said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Broadcasting live from the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence on this 17 November 2025 in our PSYOP ass hats. Dumpster fire, shut up, Fafo, whatever. I'll post what I want. Glory to Ukraine. Taiwan is a country. Fuck off, West Taiwan, also known as China. It's a Monday edition. Here for all of your political / veteran news drama, or just drama in itself. On W.T.F Nation Radio, US Army W.T.F moments. If you can notice, I'm riding solo tonight. And normally when I ride solo, I don't really have a format because I kind of like, to go back and forth with my co-host, Massey. And he's out traveling, out spreading the gospel, out there talking to everybody about WTF Nation. I type what I want. Yeah, that's right. As a matter of fact, Fafo, you can type whatever you want and we will not censor you. There you go. See? Freedom of speech, right? So hope everyone's doing good today. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the news. Some political upheaval. There's some misinformation, disinformation from all the pundits against this administration and vice versa. I love it. Ooh, Lord. This is a Monday edition, so I don't really do this, but let me fan myself with my AER propaganda. Make sure you donate to AER, helping service members or soldiers and their families since 1942. AER. They've been crushing it during the government shutdown. Man, love me some AER. Always love me some AER. Make sure you donate. Take some, take some of that extra, a few daras that you have. And then, no, I'm not making that fun of that accent due to the fact that we're talking about China today. So, yeah. So make sure you donate to AER. Noticing all the social media pages from all military organizations just come alive. And just come alive to see, damn, dude. How about you post some updates about some shits that you got going on your installation, like i.e. Fort Hood. An update would be nice to post right now, since it's all named, all the individual and the story that is happening at Fort Hood with the OBGYN, Dr. McGraw, who has been allegedly and accused of recording all these, enough to where CID sent out 100 or so letters at the time of press. Well, I'm hearing it's more. I think we know it's more. Little information like that. During the Vanessa Guillen case that was happening, the Army itself and the installation they were pretty, the installation took a long time to do it, but they finally fucking did something. But the Army itself, HQTA, Secretary of the Army and the SMA, published a message about the Vanessa Guillen case. But we're not hearing anything about this case here. So there you go. Just wondering what's going on. Like, we are going to get some updates. You can throw all the HUA videos that you want. You can make all your comments of, hey, we're back to lethality. Soldiers are blah. Check this out. Here, we're doing this. We're doing that. But if you're not updated the formation on what's going on, everyone's kind of like, dude, we want to know. The troops want to know what's happening on Fort Hood. Little stuff like that. So just saying, a little love there could be, could go a long way as far as informing the masses on what the status of the case is at Fort Hood with Darnell and that OBGYN, because I know it's gone over. It's a little bit deeper than that from what we're gathering. So again, just saying. Political infighting. I was going to say right now, I think it's hilarious. That everybody's starting to turn on each other in the political market. I guess you say in the political discourse. We have the right or the left making their comments. Oh, thanks, Henry. And really causing their own divides amongst itself. Like I said, this is the stuff that I love. I love watching this going back and forth of hypocrisy being named left and right. Major Taylor Greene, we should have her come on and shoot the shit and ask her what happened. Why all of a sudden she's getting attacked and has not been endorsed by President Trump. That's kind of like a big deal in the MAGA world when you don't get endorsed by D. Treasy. So it's kind of like, it's kind of like what happened? If you guys don't know, she's been on The View, and that caused a lot of drama. And it just seems like is everyone turning on her? I'm just saying, wasn't she like the MAGA queen? Let's talk the soap opera entertainment. The girls love it. I forgot that the truth is always the best and only real option. I'm just going to say, is that everybody, I mean, in the political drama that they're fighting, everyone's talking crap about a Republican whose wife passed away and how he moved on. And the drama happened from there for Thomas Massey. His spouse passed away, and then he got married. And then everyone was talking about the drama of how fast can you get married after, like, what is the mourning period? Because I noticed everyone's saying the same thing about Erica Kirk when it comes to Charlie Kirk on how she's acting, how she's grieving and all that. Hey, look, there's no set standard. There is no book that says, here is how long you're supposed to grieve. Here is how long you're supposed to be in mourning for the whole time for your spouse. Or here is what you look like, or how you should grieve, how you should be moping around or whatever. There is no guide to that. So it was pretty fucking crazy to see, President Trump not say anything about, or not, how do I say this? I don't say not say anything because he did say it. Stop lying asshats from procreating. I'm afraid that's hard. That's going to be hard. Lying asshats will procreate. That's going to say. Let me pull this up so you guys can see where the Rapid Response 47 page, and everyone was like, "Damn." So hang on. So let's talk about the Major Trader Brown Green. Green turns to brown where they're, I mean, dude, this is this is from D. Treasy stuff. No, you shouldn't post this, man. You shouldn't post this because you're going to cause drama between them. Man, shut up. This is what happens when you guys are on other different platforms. Called her a traitor. Damn. Yeah, lying asshats. Yeah, the new chapter name. Yeah, write that in your book right there. I'm born again Catholic, so have them babies. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. It's well within your purview if you want children's. Nothing wrong with that. If both parties are involved in wanting to have children's, then have them children's. So he posted this about her MTG, and man, what the hell's going on? Another account highlighted how she went on to CNN and apologized for taking part in toxic politics against the left. I really just want to see people be kind to one another. And then this was legit after she said Trump was inciting violence. Man, what's going on? What is going on in the political sphere? We shouldn't have this fight, right? There should be no infighting. Going back and forth on who's fighting who and what is freedom of speech and what is a joke and what is this and what. I find it hilarious. I think it's quite fascinating how the hypocrisy goes back and forth. 2 hours ago, she apologized for what? Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, 2 hours ago, yeah, this was, she goes on CNN. This was yesterday. And she's like, I can't play CNN stuff. They block us. Fox News don't care that much, but CNN, they get butthurt when we play their shit. So she went on there and said, "Hey, I'm sorry." And I'm just like, dude, what's happening to the party, man? They're I don't want to say that all that infighting does any good, because it doesn't. I don't know who Major Reese speaks for, but it's not a female. Aren't all politics toxic? I'm glad you bring that up, Pip, because back in the day, there were blatant lies on TV said about a specific candidate doing what or whatever. And you would watch these on TV and like, are they really going to throw grandma off a cliff? Remember those political ads that you would see on TV? And you're kind of like, wow, dude, this is, wow, they really are going to do that? And now if you post some stuff like that, or now if it gets posted on social media, defamation and lawsuits and liable, all that stuff, all the drama that comes out of that, it's just hilarious. So let me look at the yeah, exactly. Where the fuck's the Epstein files? Now all of a sudden it's a hoax. Supposedly. Let me see, where's the So here's the comment where we said about Ron Paul Jr. blah blah blah. He said got married already. Boy, that was quick. Dude, this does not help your cause or your party to openly break balls like that. To talk about again, this goes back to how long should somebody mourn, and to what standard are you holding somebody's mourning period to do so? I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I kind of find it. The Epstein Rolodex, yeah, dude, exactly. I just want to see. And the thing is, here's what I'm tired of about when it comes to Epstein. Everyone's like really going after Trump. But dude, there's other people with Epstein as well. There were other individuals that were involved with Epstein and Diddy. And no one seems to bring them up. Oh man. Again, I'm not fucking defending anybody who was involved in the Epstein shit. We just want to see the fucking files. All of them. All of them. Now, I mean, I'm just going to say, as a divorce enthusiast, I would not have any room to talk to anybody about what should be the remarrying factor, or how fast should somebody get remarried. Have you seen how many, dude, in the military specifically, it's not uncommon. No, wow. Everybody kind of knew it. Boom, divorced, and then few months later, oh, they're married. Oh, okay. So it's really kind of hard for me to accept the fact that the administration will say something that's about Massey. I'm not saying I agree with his politics, but dude is like freaking, when did Rolodex have the ability to email? It's one of those paradoxes, right? Because everybody knows that a Rolodex is something that you write down, and it's a little card that you write down and you put in this rolling thing, Rolodex. Well, it's like a play of words on index, right? You're right, Fafo. Someone talking about standards of how they're going to remarry so fast when, the family itself has got baby mamas, divorces, kids here and there. So it's kind of like, maybe you shouldn't judge this, dude. Maybe this is the lane you shouldn't go on. I'm just saying. One of the comments said, imagine this guy having the nerve to comment on someone else's marriage. Yeah, he's gonna, I don't know who this guy is talking on this W.T.F. Nation stuff, but I want him gone. You know, exactly. Hey, man, I'm just saying, it's not a good look. It is not a good look. It's kind of funny how people can take the word of two convicted felons that don't like Trump. Just saying, bro, they're all crooked, man. They're all crooked. This shit could have been, the Epstein stuff could have come up a long time ago. Because now they're finding, just because his name was in there, and it's coming to find out that Epstein said, I don't like Trump or something like that, and everyone thinks that's the big win. Do you have witnesses from the Epstein trial, the Epstein files that are now saying, you released the files. Hey, you're the victim. Say it. Drop names. Say who it was. Say who was involved in all the Epstein drama. You're right fucking there. You got a platform. You have Gloria Allred speaking for you. So say it. Send it. Let me try to find that the NT. I know, guys. I digress. Yes, he did call it a hoax. Exactly. Okay, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up right quick. It's like, dude, I'm not popular on the streams tonight because probably because I'm talking about D. Treasy. So there we go. All right. Here's what it's calling a hoax. Bro, don't call it a. Let me give you some. Let me give you some comms advice, okay? Just stop. Now they're calling it. Now that the Democrats are using the Epstein hoax, bro, it's not a hoax. This shit's actually happening. You just suggested that you're gonna release the Epstein files when you get elected. Not a good look. As your I guess you would say impromptu comms personnel. I guess comms person, dude. Stop. Don't say it's not a hoax. Everybody knows it's not. Yeah. Don't say it's a hoax. Don't say it's a fucking hoax. Who's ever advising the administration, I think y'all need to fucking go. I've been kind of keeping this under my hat. Seeing a lot of the stuff, individuals that have been standing outside the door to assist and say, hey, I'm gonna help you out. Hey, I can provide assistance to this administration and where I can help out in in any capacity. Maybe I should have chicken-headed in my fucking truck more, like other individuals did to get a gig. Because this shit's fucking up. We've not seen the Department of War have any briefings or anything like that. I mean, we get the sit reps and shit. But damn, dude. Let's talk stats. How many people have been deported? How many people have been, anything? What about the recruitment standards? Let me see. Recruiting started from here, and we baseline from here, and then we have here. There you go. Corey says he should have said it's a hoax as it relates to my non-participation in the Epstein case. Yeah. So again, I don't. There are some fine Americans that I know. There are some fine Americans that I talk to almost on a daily basis, or every other day, I should say, or a weekly basis, that say, what the fuck is going on? We are literally fucking here to help. We are literally here, and look who they have speaking or working for the administration. I think there needs to be like an annual report due, like an NSUER or an OER. You did not, dude, you're fucking up. Who cares? Shots. All right, let me go back. Exactly that. You guys are inundating me in the stuff right here. Hang on. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, what about Pam Bondi? What about her? Oh, Scoop. Well, there's been indictment. There's going to be some indictments. Scoop. Nobody's doing shit. We have all these arrests. We have all these people indicted. Scoop will arrest them. Let's see some fucking perp walks. You didn't date guys in the back of the truck, Dan? Huh? What? Okay. That kind of threw me off. Classic example of the Streisand effect with this whole thing. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's almost like the COVID shit, right? We could talk about COVID now. It's almost like the COVID drama that we've all had. It's like, you remember when they said essential workers? Remember that kick? People who were going on in the middle of freaking, in the middle of the pandemic. And they were having people who were considered essential workers. These individuals are going unmasked, unvaccinated, even caught COVID. That herd immunity shit that we're all talking about. Everyone knew it was kind of common sense. Then all of a sudden we got locked down. And like, wait a minute. You just had essential workers, delivery drivers, grocery store clerks, everybody just started working. Why is Eric Swalwell still in office? That's right. He's compromised ever since that Fang shit. Yep. Chinese spy. I think that thing got deleted where I'm looking for. The MTG, man. They keep bringing up they're really pushing the messaging on this Epstein hoax stuff. Just dude, shut up and release the fucking documents, release the files, sit back and let everybody pick through them, and that's it. Post them shits on the web. Because some of the staff, okay. Just the most transparent administration ever. Get on the stick. Hang on. Let's see. Trump looking for pedos is like CJ CJ. Oh, like what the fuck is CJ? OJ looking for the real. Oh, that's from the smoke pit. The smoke pit is on friggin' YouTube as well. Wow, damn. We're expanding. Whatever happened to the January 5th pipe bomber? What's up with that? Aside from accusations to somebody that probably wasn't. You can't even buy one of those Rolodexes anymore. Fafo, you're still stuck on the Rolodex stuff? Come on, dude. I'm trying to find this. There we go. Yeah, dude. Indigenous girls at Arizona State, she almost ships into different countries. Luckily, her mother showed eyes to prove. Yeah. All that stuff. I want to know what's going on. You know, at least provide updates. You know what? We get more updates provided on what happens with an ICE arrest than we do on our status of our recruiting numbers. Like, where do we start off in our recruiting numbers to where we have this great recruiting drive? And which stats are you using? I come into the chat at the same time my doorbell alarm goes up. Sorry about that, Tab. There we go. Here's the thing right here. I'm withdrawing my support and endorsement of Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. She should come on to W.T.F. Nation Radio. Oh my God. Stormy was a lot hotter during the election. You guys know I met her? Well, anyways, that's a long story. Crossing paths, I should say. The great Senator George over the past few weeks, despite my creating record achievements for our country. Yeah, look at that, dude. Withdrawing my support. Dude, is this what happens, dude? What the hell? What's going why are we not doing this behind closed doors? Why are you airing out your dirty laundry out front? This not flexing. That's what I'm saying, man. Exactly. Yeah, what's gonna happen to you? You ain't lying, dude. It'll happen to me. Someone will say, hey, man, Trump's gonna come after you. The MAGAs are gonna come after you. The MAGAs are gonna come get you. They're gonna post some shit. USEREC math makes no sense. Woo, bro, tell me about it. Yeah. It's okay. You can't criticize hey, call the balls and strikes, man. If it's fucked up, it's fucked up. People would not mind. People would not want. I would say again. Everyone's like, why are you being so? Dude, I'm gonna say that. I'm like this, okay? Like any other NCO, right? You don't fucking ostracize your sergeant major or your first sergeant when they're giving you some advice. Everyone would be like, oh, sergeant major, oh, first sergeant, oh, come on. We know how first sergeant could be, right? Well, take that advice like that. I'm assisting you to ensure that because your messaging is fucked up. I will say this, the administration in paying the troops, that was a win. Definitely a win. So there's nothing wrong with highlighting the wins, but the highlighting, dude, you're fucking up. You've already got we got China fucking with us now. You ever notice that China right now? China right now is fucking with us because we got half the fucking Navy over Venezuela. That's a bad Trump impression. What? There it goes again. What is going on in the chats with the yeah. So there's a lot of social media drama going on with China, West Taiwan, like we like to call it. Darth Vader. Well, what are you guys? What is going on in the chat? Y'all like fighting in the chats? China not being held up to any part of the deals being put out there, straight up clowning us each time. Yes, clowning us, and we don't get fucked. We don't do shit. So China has been throwing within the last few hours some pretty I don't want to say provocative rhetoric. Man, fuck that. They're just talking shit. The PLA liberating Taiwan. This is from China, by the way. It's from who is this from? This is from some China overseas, from some account that claims to be agitprop, overseas influence operation. Posted, PLA liberating Taiwan is just a continuation of an ongoing civil war. On what legal basis is her claim to defend Taiwan based on, unquote? And then another person reposted that and said Taiwanese people, which is true. And this person has a flag and a Japanese flag in their bio. Bio. The Taiwanese people have democratically elected governments that do not want to be invaded by authoritarian mainland Chinese regime, which has no respect for human rights. Exactly. Threatening to nuke threatening to nuke Japan for defending Taiwan will just reinforce Japanese anti-China views. And then here, I'll show you some of the memedom that I was participating in. So then first off is liberation. Second, this is from that same fucking agitprop Chinese flag having. Who says anything about the boots on the ground? Just destroy their blah, 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 blah. And then post that. Then here comes me rolling in. Ha ha ha! West Taiwan. Visit beautiful West Taiwan. Taiwan is a country. East Ukraine and West Taiwan. There he goes. Here's another one. So I've been dropping memes on Chinese ministry and government officials and their media accounts to include their defense officials. Holy shit. Next thing you know, my social media is inundated with Chinese posts. My algorithm is all Chinese related and trying to spew Chinese rhetoric on me. I even got a phone call. I get a message from China, from some Chinese individuals claiming to be from another account. And then here's even a fancy bear getting in on the trolling. Fuck China. Would we get deplatformed or something like that? Would we get our streams cut if we say fuck China, fuck China, fuck China? I know I shouldn't be cursing because I have family that listen to the show as well. So I'm sorry. Sorry, fam. So where's the one that Let's see. Where did I post this? So I received a message from just a picture out of the blue, a text message posted, just sent to me like to my actual phone number, not Signal either, not my Signal chat, where all the secrets are being displayed. We can't say fuck now. Are you sure? So here we go. Got this. I'm not going to show the other pictures that people are dropping on my timeline. So I got this in my, no shit, in my DMs, in my phone, in my actual phone number, phone text. That's what I got. Straight up out of the blue. Look at my phone. What the hell is this? What is this? And then I'm like, oh, okay. I got something for that ass. Bam, Taiwan is a country. And that was my response. That was the response that account gave me. Oh, watch out, man. You're gonna start shit posting on China. They're gonna try to get you in there to shut you up. What are you talking about, Fafo? 10 on the running tab. Did you know that? Are you talking about the numbers inside the chat? Did you know Restream doesn't post accurate numbers through the Restream because we use a different types of system? So there you go. Just saying. Because like right now, let me see what we got right now. So right now, currently, with the exception of X has a more accurate. Got 153 viewers in X. So if you go to the X app, you can see that. So yeah, exactly that. Huge. They're trying to fang me. Come on, you get me with that shit. I'm like waiting for more. I'm like, they're gonna send a robot for you. Exactly. Yeah, dude. So please do fucking not. Do not respond to any links. Do not respond to any phone numbers. Nope. Just enjoy it. Respond back. Let us know if you want some memes and we'll send them to you. We'll send you some West Taiwan, or you can just actually go on the web. Just Google it and go West Taiwan memes. You too. Fang me all day long. Oh, come on, dude. Not like that. Besides, what's wrong with Americans? Just saying. So, yeah, dude. So, yeah. Hey, yeah, but they love playing the algorithm, brother. Yeah, they play the algorithm so much that I have like, it's funny because I think my account on X is throttled. And so what is happening is that I will see a mutual, and also I'm on the For You tab, by the way. I'm not on the following, because it's weird. The people that I follow don't show up until like hours later on my following tab, but on the For You tab on X, then they all show up. So I'll get a mutual say, hey, blah, 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 and I'll comment, laugh, react, or whatever, ha, 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 like that. And then a Chinese propaganda, post to me. And then, another mutual will say something, or a friend, or somebody will post something like that on X. And it's like every other post that I have on my For You timeline is inundated with China crap because I haven't, posted. I prefer the Feed Me, the Three Gorges Dam. You know what, Cap? That's a good point. That is a real good point. Kind of think about that as well. You've been answering your phone. You guys notice that too? You guys notice that there's been like an increase just recently of these fucking phone calls. If you want to lower you want to refinance, or you got $55,000. This is from the approval department, blah, blah, blah. And you can't seem, and they're from your local, or they are from your freaking, or from states that you've never ever called. So I'm not gonna repost their propaganda. Just go on to some of the stuff here, and you'll see like, damn, dude. Mitch McConnell. Oh, Mitch McConnell. Did you see him testifying about the weed stuff and the removal of the CBD? We're gonna have some people come on later about the oh man, you're right, Huge. Yeah, exactly. Hugh. Is it Hugh or Huge? I know what you're trying to say. Huge anus. Hugh Janus. Hugh Janus. Exactly. I had my own phone number call me too. I'm like, what the fuck? What am I? I thought I was doing something wrong, or I was goofing around my computer or something like that, and I thought I had called myself doing some stuff. This is the loan department. You've been pre-approved for $50,000, blah, 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 blah. Press 9 if you don't want to hear these calls. Press 9. Thank you. You have been removed from our call list. And then like an hour later. Like, what the hell is this? Keep it short of answering though. Yeah, no, I just now just send them to voicemail now. If you really want to get a hold of me. So yeah, exactly that. You definitely got to check in on yourself. Because sometimes yourself is the only self that you have. Or the only self that you have to check in on yourself. Of excellence. So yeah. So anyways, China's been acting up. They've been throwing a bunch of videos on X, which I'm really kind of surprised. X announced that they were gonna, I think we're in like day 2, within 72 hours. Each country is going to have I should say each account is going to have the country of origin named in their account. Which, that's interesting. Okay. So where's that going to be put at? Like, where is the account information going to be at on that? All right, let's go to Hots and Cots, like, for instance. You ever had a telemarketer get mad at you for being a dick to them, even though they're, you know what I mean? So let's go to our collab app, Hots and Cots. Make sure you download Hots and Cots for your source of barracks and DFAC and facilities reviews. Let me see. So he joined on October 2023. Okay, so I'm trying to look here. Where would we find his? Let me see. See, there's a little grok description of a profile summary. There's it right there. There's the app. Make sure you download the app. See, he's talking about right here. Doesn't say anything about where he would be. Where copy link to profile, turn on post. Yeah, Facebook has been doing a really good job. However, what they're doing is that they're not catching those that are from those foreign countries, Keith, and just letting nobody right now. Like right now, there are 5 different versions of U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio right now on Facebook and on Instagram. So, because freaking Meta is just being Meta. So, oh yeah, make sure you get a Hots and Cots t-shirt. Anyways, so let me see. Yeah, there's nothing right now that says anything about Hots and Cots and where its account origin is at. Even though everyone's been talking about it happening on X. Let me see something right quick. Origin. Let's see. So this was as of 8 hours ago. X, formerly known as Twitter, posted something, and it was from the head of product at X, advisor, blah blah blah. So runs the X, I guess. Katie Pavlich posted something and said that, hey, Elon Musk, please make it mandatory that whoever account is based country be featured in the account's public profile. Foreign bots are tearing America apart. Then Nikita says, give me 72 hours. So this was November 15th. So should be on the end of the time period, right? We should be anytime we should be seeing where people are posting their accounts from, which I'm kind of curious because she is correct. Everyone posting all these comments on stuff like that, trying to divide America, trying to throw this MAGA shit or America First shit or, left-leaning shit. So I'm just kind of curious how it's going to roll out. They'll also include the join date, access method, and username changes. The head of product, Nikita Beer, announced the tests to build trust and fight misinformation. The feature adapts for privacy in regions like the EU, using regions instead of countries. Users can toggle visibility. So it responds to issues after a legacy verification ended. So I'm kind of curious what's going to be. If it's going to be the region or where you're posting from. I think it should just be fine with just the country, but we'll see. So what if there are multiple countries for that account? They are talking about the VPN stuff as well. How would it affect that idea? I think some accounts won't be authorized to be logged in with VPNs. I'm not sure. Again, this is where all the geekoids are coming in and dropping their comments. If there are multiple countries for an account, Facebook will listen. Yep, exactly. And you've got a good point. You're talking about a delegate account on X, specific accounts. Actually, any account you can actually delegate or have admins for an account. Just like you can on Facebook for a page or a group. And then you'll be able to add to. But I think you got to be premium to go more than a certain number of delegate accounts. So I'm waiting till we're all Americans again. But all Americans, like what, the 82nd all Americans, or you? Again, I'm just curious to see how this is going to roll. I just think it's going to be hilarious. All those individuals that have been shit talking you on social media, and the next thing you know, you've been realizing you've been arguing with somebody from India, Russia, Pakistan, Nigeria, Europe. Interpol, I don't know. Again, we don't know. We're waiting to see. Quite honestly, I can't wait to see where people are from. I shitpost from America. So if you're shitposting from another country that is not, I'll be honest with you, the ones that are actually really, heritage Indian American from Nigeria. It's funny because the ones that really like to brag about where they're from, and you don't have to have a profile, are the Leafs, the Serpians, the Canadians. So I'm just kind of thinking, they're the ones that you already know from Canada, because they will always tell you, I'm in Canada, I'm from Canada, because in Canada, and in Canada we do this, in Canada, fuck America because in Canada, in Canada, in Canada, in Canada. So you already know those accounts from Canada. You don't need a fucking country of origin on their account. You gave your mine? Oh, okay. Interpol overruled and wired by now for sure. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you, Fafo, I don't fucking know. We'll find out. We're day 2. What does this do with I can't you oh man, Cav. Man. I'm gonna this comment right here. Ping ping ping. Yeah, exactly. Hang on. Do I want to throw up comments in here? Let me see. It's been a while since I had comments going on here. Money edition with chats. There we go. You guys are live with the chats. There you go. There you go. Let me throw some comments over here. Everyone's wondering, hey, where do you get your dialogue from? Who are you getting your comments? Well, I look at one chat from different platforms. So all the platforms that you have, that you're posting on, each host at WTF Nation Radio sees it. So for instance, I could see you. So Pip, we have freedom of speech. Suck it, world. Cav, I like that comment. Can't wait to find out that Cat Turd is posting from New Delhi. Susan with their bunch of numbers at the end. The end, game over. Fiend. Hugh, I will say that Canadians are right up there with the Chinese in defending their country. Don't you dare denigrate the Great Maple Dragon. I have no idea. So yeah, these are the chats that I see everyone interact, because everyone's asking me where I'm getting these comments from, and this is the comments where I see them. These are the chats that are on different platforms across the live stream platforms that we have, all 5 of them, and they all go into one chat for me, or actually any other host, to see as well. So you're up there being seen to the planet. I don't like it. Those too cluttery for me. Because then you got to keep up, because then you're looking at one chat to another. Then you're looking at the screen. Then I'm like, oh, yeah, there's the screen. Somebody said that there's already some already. I doubt it. The ones that you probably seen are the ones that already identify with their posts already. So there's some that X the way they have it. You can post from so-and-so, from whatever, and you'll see where you're posting. So someone will say next to the date from whatever state, USA. And that's if you have your location services activated for a post, because you could do that. You could post from whatever. Don't make fun of Canada, like the what? Don't make fun of Canada, like the Warcraft. What was that? Retype that, Pip. What was that? Even you're confusing my English as a second language, ass. Don't make fun of Canada. They like war crime. They like the war crimes. Be more specific on that one. I don't know what you're talking about. Yep, here we go. I'm going to post that one too. Have you seen other? Yep. Have you seen other Taiwan? Look at this patch. Look at this patch right here. From their Air Force. This is badass. Look at this one right here. We were open 24/7. Scramble. Look at that shit. Everybody knows that. Xi Jinping, Canadians like war crimes. Be careful of making fun of them. Oh, okay, gotcha. I don't know where you're getting that from, but okay. Because everybody knows that Winnie the Pooh is banned in China because Xi Jinping thinks he looks like Winnie the Pooh. Or somebody said he looks like Winnie the Pooh, so therefore Winnie the Pooh's banned. Instead of a check, mark, they get a pair. Instead of a check, a verified check, they get a maple leaf. Exactly. I have some Canadian friends. They're pretty cool. They normally don't like to get in politics though. And don't call them snow Mexicans. They get really offended when you say that. That's a really like angry one right there. That'll get you, yeah. That'll get you blocked, unfriended and shit when you call them snow Mexicans. Especially if they're friends or something like that. And you make a snow Mexican comment and they're like, whoa, what'd you say? So this is pretty cool. Let me see. There's another one here that I thought was, what was the other Xi Jinping one that I posted? World War I, where they prefer Frostbacks. What memes did you post? Well, shit. Oh, such ass. What memes did I post? I already showed you the. So y'all saw my y'all saw my West Taiwan memes, right? You guys saw that one. There you go. Bam. There you go. Bam. You guys saw that one, right? You guys, you saw that one. Let's see, let me go to the other ones that I posted. This is the one. Everything was okay with the West Taiwan shit, and then as soon as I posted this one, when I posted this one, all of a sudden they started flooding my fucking algorithm. As soon as I posted this, man, that's all I see now is nothing but freaking China propaganda, agitprop accounts trying to sway me. Never gonna sway me, China. You can't even block us with our ham radio broadcasts. Ham radio is the way to go, guys. Let's see, what was the other one I did? Yeah, that one right there. This is what got all the. That's what I rustled all their jimmies with that one. Here's another one. Another one here. Yeah, exactly. You're just trying to get banned. I'm not. You better not. Better not get banned. There's that one, and then let me see what was the other one I posted. This right here as well. Stop saying China legalized gay marriage. It was Taiwan. So you admit that Taiwan is not part of China? There you go. Oh, Canadia. You guys are making me pronounce You guys are making me, because my freaking, okay, let me say this. Canada. Exactly. You guys are confusing me with my English as a second language. Canada. Already banned in West Taiwan. Can't get banned again. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm serious, man. We got to be careful because we post something like right now. There are several military themed pages that are out there. They post something and they get throttled. They get threatened to be. I'm just surprised that U.S. Army WTF Moments has been has been active for so freaking long. It's funny because some of the memes that we share on WTF Nation Radio that get shared on WTF Moments, WTF Nation Radio doesn't get a strike. WTF Moments gets threatened. Now we're going to ban your shit. We're going to suspend your page. Blah, 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 blah. I'm surprised it's lasted this long. 15 freaking years. That page has been active, and we're just waiting for it to be like, that's it. You're suspended. You're gone. I mean, we got backup, but damn, you know what I mean? Winnie the Pooh is a whole striker dude who don't know how to keep hit pants on. Don't know how to keep his pants on. I think what you're trying to say. So let's look at another one. Ja, Englisch sprechen Sie? Nein, ich spreche kein English. Meine Deutsch und Spanish. Mishmashin. This one right here. I hate you and I hope you die. Put an M18 turret on an M42 Duster hull. This is the way how Taiwan is modifying our old vehicles to fight against the Chinese. And so, yeah. I love it. I love it. So that one, of course, again, got more. What's funny is that it only got like 29 likes when I posted it. However, it got 1,300 views, which means the China bots really went after me. So I keep posting more. Moxnix. Yep, doggonix. Yep. All right, there you go. This one right here. This one right here got a lot of interesting. This right here, immediately everyone's like, "Oh, you like to watch Sex in the City?" So trying to figure out why the costume designers dressed Samantha as the flag of Taiwan. Again, how many people liked that? It was funny because, like I said, only a few people liked it, but the views were freaking out insane. Okay, that was only 800 views. 1,100 views for the gay marriage in China. Here's right. CCP getting mad at people recognizing Taiwan as a country. Me trying to understand why West Taiwan is mad. Keep running, dude. And I'll be honest with you. I think the rhetoric of what Japan has posted, and also taking advantage of our ships being just north of Venezuela, about ready to, knowing that we're about ready to lay the scunion on that ass. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's go back to more China. China. So let me show you what's been crossing my freaking let me show you what's been crossing my timeline, and you'll be like, what? All you had to do is shitpost China one time, and those bots will come at you. Oh, the broadcast of me talking shit about China's on there. Never mind. I just laughed like that doctor from The Simpsons. Anyways, let me just do a scroll. Let's scroll. Yeah, see, so everyone's like going on this, jumping on the China. Look at that. Look at this cartoon on Japan's take on China. Ooh, I like this one. Look at this shit. This is badass. Look at that. Damn, look at that. Dude, that goes hard, man. Look at that shit. That's badass. Yeah, exactly. Japan and South Korea have been trolling them hard. Yep, exactly. Man, that's badass. I like that. Let's keep going. The Japanese Prime Minister wrongful remarks on Taiwan, blah, blah, blah. This is from the spokesperson of Ministry of Foreign Affairs of China. I think this is the one that blocked me. See, they don't know that I'm using the W.T.F Nation radio account, not my account, because some of them have blocked me already. This is from some Ivan Simp account. And like I said, this is only as the last. Oh, what's his name? Oh, look at that dude. Fucking. What's his name? This dude, freaking Edward Snowden, pop back up. Of course, here we have our. So, this is from 2023. All right, 28 minutes ago. See, China Daily Cartoon. See, you notice that it's like all the bots are now starting to really hit the China stuff, and you're like, what? And all these individuals, all these accounts, simping for China. You have this dude, freaking Hassan Piker, totally fucking simping on China. If you fly Air China and land in London, you will receive one of these pamphlets. See, they're already throwing their propaganda. I'm still I gotta make double check to make sure if this is accurate. But when you fly Air China and land in London, you'll receive one of these leaflet, man. Just say PSYOP stuff. It says right there. London is generally a safe place to travel. However, precautions are needed when entering areas mainly populated by Indians, Pakistanis, and black people. So that's nothing but the Asians. They straight put up racist shit in there to jolt you, to persuade you not to go. We advise tourists not to go on light, and females always have to be accompanied by another person while traveling. So they straight up freaking. She was a tough wrestler. What's that? Poor China. Oh, you're talking about the other China. China the wrestler was badass. So let's see. So here's all the other posts. China has more beds. Blah blah blah. But again, so many freaking China. Even this Jackson Hinkle asshole. This guy simps on freaking Hamas and all of our enemies. Likes to go to fucking Russia, and he's an American too. So all this stuff right here, all this China. Look at China. Anyone looking for good China insight? Check out China Unscripted. And Brian Dean Wright, former CIA. Both. Oh wait, China Unscripted. I think when you're talking about you. Hang on. Look at all this China. Look at all that China stuff. As soon as I hit it up. Is that on the X app there, Hugh? China Unscripted. Matt Damon. Brian Dean Wright. I think is it this page right here? One of the guys, Matt Gazdia, producer of China Uncensored and China Unscripted. Is that the same thing? It's on X and YouTube. Okay. Yeah, you look at that dude up, man. Brian Dean. There was another one on there too. Okay. Look at that dude's name in there. You said Brian Dean Wright. This is what happens when I don't have Massey on here. I don't have a script to go by. I'm just doing whatever. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think he's on X. If he's on X, I just typed his name wrong. Okay. Brian Dean Wright. There we go. Yeah, we need him on. Damn, look at that. He's been reposting Marjorie Taylor Greene stuff. There it is right there. Everyone moved their VPN, yeah. So this is the kind of coverage, because not too many people know about the China stuff. Did you know that we changed the movie Red Dawn, the remake, to North Korea because China got butthurt? Did you know China censors a ton of our movies and they hate black people? So if you're somebody who's black, who's got top billing, like for instance the Star Wars films, they had Finn on there. They kind of moved him back, kind of minimized his presence. Let me see. Gotta show you the Star Wars stuff. That shit just blows me away. They want to bounce us for info, blah, blah. Tiananmen Square. Yeah, exactly that. You can't even type shit about Tiananmen Square. Yep, exactly. They have a college commercial where a woman puts a black guy in the washing machine. He comes out. Yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah, I saw that one. Oh man. Let me see. So here's a Star Wars story that I just brought up. What they did to John Boyega, which you guys know is Finn on Star Wars, Force Awakens. Which they ruined so much fucking potential with that shit too. So much potential. So on the left, it's China. On the right, America. So you see John Boyega. You see Finn. You see the actor playing Finn right there on the right. He's very highlighted, right? Yeah, look at that. But on the Chinese poster, what do you see? He's like minimized underneath the droid BB-8 and the Millennium Falcon. Give an answer, but you're not saying it. What? They're racist. Was that what you're going to say? You can say that. You can say China's racist. Like I said, the same thing with Red Dawn. Red Dawn was North Korea, but it was changed from China. It originally was China. Red Dawn. I mean, think about that. No, you're right. No, you're agree. Oh, 100%, Ali. 100%. It just goes to show what Disney did to bend to China's demand. They should have just said, enjoy the fucking flick, enjoy the fucking dubs, and have a good time. Let's see. Where's the other? Even in 2015. Yep. CNN said it was racist. Let's see. It's the remake of. I mean, since we're on roll China, might as well talk about Red Dawn. Kind of fits, right? Red Dawn, China, Red Dawn remake. Everybody knows that the Red Dawn movie in 1984 was Ivan. Russia and Cuba invade the U.S., right? And then there was a remake in 2012 with what's his name? That dude from what's his name? It was freaking Chris Hemsworth, or what was his name is? The creator of Fight Club liked the Chinese version of the movie. Now, I will say this. There are some European releases of movies that we have here. And that's just, I'm not talking about ones because of China or whatever, but there are some movies that have been released overseas, a European version. Always look for the old DVDs that's got like a European version of a flick, and you'll be surprised. It's actually a better movie, which, to Ali's point, that's why the movies do better overseas in some venues. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly that. And Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, exactly. So here's the here's the Red Dawn. Let me show you here. I didn't mean to go into. Do I want to go? Do we call this negative pop culture warrior stuff, or pop culture warrior, or historical facts or stuff like that, including pop culture? This was a remake. So yeah, exactly that. Tom Cruise had a Taiwan jacket on there that got everybody pissed off in China. Let me look at the propaganda. There were some propaganda ones too. Some propaganda that was highlighted in that movie that got changed. Red Dawn, Chinese, because me and some friends talked in the PSYOP world. We talked about propaganda. They changed in that. They did just for that movie. But it didn't get obviously added to, so. Yeah, you ain't lying. Whew. 100%, Ali, 100%. All right, so this is some of the propaganda that they did for Red Dawn that had the China script in it. And this is what they had in there. You notice the themes that are going with, right? Restoring your country, repairing your economy, fighting corporate corruption. I mean, you don't even have to you don't even have to have a freaking Red Dawn movie to talk about corporate corruption. Jesus Christ, you can just live that shit right now. You don't need a fucking Red Dawn movie to have the propaganda for that. Let me see. There was another one in here. Here we go. Now, this got a lot of people upset because these were leaked. And when these were leaked, then everybody got, really, really freaking bad. Saudi controls a lot of the Middle East releases of movies, and they obliterate any LGB from most movies. Oh, fuck, you ain't lying. So what do you think about them highlighting a lot of their Miltech as of late, showing off their six? Yep, I was just about ready to talk about that. Just real quick. This is some of the social media stuff. Almost has some of the anti-government stuff we have here, anti-fascist shit we have here. Your freedom has been a lie. Liberation is here. Blah blah blah. Very very close to current to current, wouldn't that make them base? If they said feed fucking kids their breakfast and lunch for schools, it might. But yeah, look at that. Freedom has always been a lie. Liberation's here. So I mean, there's some themes in there that I think whoever made the Chinese version were really astute to what the movements that we had in this country of what was being posted. You know, as far as their let me see the because I think it would be badass if they released on a DVD, if they released the North Korean version of the bad guys being from North Korea, or the Chinese. I mean, their movie posters were, like legit. This was the Chinese version. So almost has that, you ever notice every time you watch, I kind of see what the symbology of the colors, like you ever watch movies like Rush Hour and all that, and they're showing China and they're showing the Chinese background of blah, 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 and everything's in red and all that. They're really using those hues and those colors to establish a palette of having it being Chinese born or Chinese related. They fund a lot of these moves, left-wing movements. This is Russia has funded the green energy stuff in Europe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh my God. And closing the freaking nuclear reactors. Holy shit. That's another thing that tripped me out. You're talking about the green movement and stuff like that. I think didn't Germany just close one of their last nuclear reactors or something like that? Nuclear power plants. All right. Let me go back to let's go back to their videos here. Like you were talking about, Hugh. What was cool as fuck? Which one come up? Wait. Sorry. Allie, what? What was that? You about a poster? That poster right there? I will have to say, for a movie poster, that is an impressive movie poster. I mean, if you from a psyop point of view and a propagandist point of view, that is pretty impressive. I've done some red team propaganda before, and holy shit, man, that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive, meaning in a training environment. I want the originals to airdrop in their countries. Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's check out some of these videos that we were talking about, that Hugh was talking about, because they've been throwing some hype videos that have been pretty, I will say, almost Hollywood quality like. I'm kind of, that brings a point. That brings a good point, Hugh. I wonder how much of their Hollywood department that works with our Hollywood people in the States did some of these propaganda films that they did. Let me see. Let me look right quick. Where is it at? Because they've been doing some, like, holy shit. Yeah, you're agreed, Ali. Agreed. Because that somebody brought up to me that we do in Hollywood work with other Hollywood companies to, Matter of fact, let me show this video here. And I think I know what you're talking about. This video right here with their Navy, which it's all in, glory music and all this other stuff. So hang on, let me show you this. Let me show you this video right quick. Let me rewind it. It's all hypey and shit, and it's all like fucking Call of Duty stuff. And you always like wonder, hey, how come we don't hype ourselves up like that? Let me see. Let me highlight it right here. Let me get the sound on. There you go. Look at this right here. Look at that shit. It's like a new fucking movie coming out or something like that, right? And then they go through their little battle drills and shit. That was a computer generated ship right there. Look at that shit. So, my question is that where is our capability, baller ass capabilities of showing our forces and stuff like that? Tune into an episode of Chunk Tales where I talk about the PSYOP shit and why our PSYOP capabilities have been fucking diminished. As much as people want to complain about fucking, when they show the video, I just reply, you know what? Hugh, you just gave me a good idea. You just gave me a damn good idea. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get that video with the same effects and the same sound and the same music and all that. And then do some clever editing. You know I like doing that shit. They just gave me an idea. Yeah, why no aircraft carriers? Yeah, I know why. Yeah, exactly. So again, stay tuned to a future episode of the Trunk Tales PSYOP stories. That's going to be fun. You're going to find out what happened to our capabilities of combating misinformation and disinformation. You see what's going to happen there. So we did try to do that by our military, sponsored by Coinbase, Department of Labor, using AI Gen. Oh my God, I know the fact that they're using AI Gen. Like we didn't believe what's going on with Skynet. Like, you know, there's movies and shit. Like when we want to do bioengineering and stuff, like there's Jurassic Park as an example, or we talk about AI, there's the Terminator for an example. We watch movies about corporate corruption. Ooh, man, there we go, Ali, going back to that corporate corruption stuff. In James Bond flicks, right? Crypto boys doing their shit. And next thing you know, they become the next enemy or next villain in a James Bond series. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm gonna fuck with them and do a parody of their video. Good idea. Good idea, Hugh. Matter of fact, when I do the video and I post myself on @theIOGuy, which is the Grand Admiral Propaganda Twitter account, I will say, hey, Hugh, appreciate the inspiration. So our force production in the see, that's the thing too. Someone asked me, is China really doing this because we're moving most of our ships to fucking Venezuela? Isn't doing anything. So Susan says, I'm, quote, delicate like a flower and I'm delicate like a blom. Yeah, you follow me already? Okay, cool. There you go. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that now. You got me inspired. Matter of fact, when it comes to inspiration stuff like that, I could churn a product out in a fucking not even 12 hours. Most of my videos that I post mocking or making fun or doing moto vids, I can do with motivation. I can do it with 12 hours and coffee. So not delicate like a flower. Gotcha. So again, you're listening to the Monday edition. I'm your host. Again, I'm totally off script tonight. Scriptonite. That sounds like kryptonite. I'm totally off script tonight. Kryptonite. I am totally off script tonight because I don't have my gunner in the gunner seat, Massey, who generally keeps our shows going because there's a little not really a script, but there's stories that we talk about. A bull in a china shop. Are we going to do some dad jokes now? Here's the one that I did on the China Military Bugle. One last meme real quick. China Military Bugle posted all this long diatribe about China. We urged the U.S. to immediately stop its despicable act of arming China's Taiwan region. Matter of fact, let me just highlight that. Blah, blah, blah. There you go. Posted all this stuff right here. And then, bam, I posted my West Taiwan, East Ukraine memes underneath it. So there it is. Anyways, we're broadcasting live on 5 different platforms, 2 YouTube pages at US Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio, 2 Facebook pages at US Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. If WTF Moments doesn't get, shut down. And live on X. We appreciate the viewership on X. You guys really turned out pretty good. The turnout's pretty good on X. So, anyways, let's what? Okay, I don't know what's going on. FAFO. Everyone's talking about FAFO. What? FAFO nuts? Squirrel. Anyways, let me do some housekeeping right quick to see if I have a guest. What guests do I got coming up? Or what guests other are going to be on other of the pods that we have. Let me go on here. Check it out. Man, it's already Monday. You see the Russians attempt to make a robot. I think we're safe. Yeah, I did see that, Allie. The Staten Island ones. They tried to make it. Yeah. You see the Russians attempt to make a robot. I think we're safe for the forward. Do you see the Russians try to take Ukraine? That's another funny one too. They suck. This is the Monday edition, of course. Myself and Massey. Don't forget, tomorrow we have Pop Culture Warrior with Michael Cataschio, CQ as we all call him, and his angry staff of Mad Mike and Angry Elf. Let's see. Has he got a guest tomorrow? I think he's got a guest. He's got a guest. He's got Heather Haley coming on, and a voice actress, and she's going to be joining a Pop Culture Warrior. Let's see. And of course, we have the Sports Bar and the Smoke Pit on Wednesdays. And Starters Times on Thursday with myself and Spanky. And then FTX. I think the bye week's done, so I think there's going to be an FTX. And then, of course, Weekend Co-ops with Nemo. He games with a lot of people, does real impromptu interviews with game developers. I don't know if you guys saw the last one that he did posted before he went live was from the new Alien game. And then, of course, The King and Me, the show before this show with the actual King Smith and his wife, Michelle. So there we go. Thoughts on the whole Epstein BS? Release the files. That's my thoughts on the whole Epstein BS. Release the files. It's not BS because it wouldn't have been BS when it was a platform to run on. Post them shits. Let's see it. So with that, make sure you share, like, and follow. Or as the kid says, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Y'all have a good night. And hang on. Oh, let me change my camera here. There we go. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. See you. Have a good night. What? Whoa, CQ has had a Chinese... What? What? CQ has had a Chinese movie producer before tonight. He just ended up missing. Ooh, I don't know. We want to go that. Do we want to go that dark humor yet? So, anywho, y'all have a good night. See ya. Shots.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Driving us insane. ATF 0 time 30, no time to complain. Push ups in the mud, feel the muscle strain. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive, in the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Hilltops in the desert, sandstorms in our eyes. Memories for breakfast, no room for lies. Rock marches through the night under starless skies. Brothers and sisters we rise. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive, in the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Drill sergeant fury echoing in the air. Discipline and duty we all must bear. Battle bodies by our side in the fight we share. In the face of danger we dare. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive, in the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors Glory is forged in the battle's bind. Souls and firefights, adrenaline's rush. Silent nights, broken by the enemy's hush. Medics on the move in the heat of the crush. In the heart of battle we trust. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find out our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle army ranks. It's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. Memories in our mind. Brothers lost but never left behind. Army WTF moments in the stories we find. In the army's embrace, we're forever entwined. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find out our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Through the smoke and the flames we rise again. In the heart of the storm we find our sin. Battle buddies by our side, our men. In the army's legacy we transcend.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Я батько. Я молодший брат.
Я водій маршрутки.
Я скоро одружуся.
Я фанат шахтера.
Начальник отдела продаж.
Я прораб.
Я программист. Я свидетель на свадьбе.
Дядя Юра, таксист. Я вчитель фізкультури.
Я студент-геолог.
У мене своя фірма. Я кращий друг зі школи. Я сусід, який завжди стукає по батареї.
Я єдиний син.